What up, guys? This is Cheevo Guides back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Horatio Goes Snowboarding. This game is published by Eastasiasoft and it's developed by Infinite State Games. This game was released in December of 2021, and this completion or platinum trophy is definitely skill dependent. I think the quickest you can get it done is about 2 hours. However, I think the average person is probably going to take about 3 to 4 hours. Personally, it took me about 3 hours to get my 1000 gamer score. In terms of price, the game is $6.99. I'll have a link down in the description below as always if you're interested in picking it up. Aside from that, let's go ahead and dive into the achievements. Now, a couple things about the game. It's a snowboarding game. You're going to have these checkpoints that you're going to try to snowboard in between on your way down the mountain. Second thing to know, all of these levels are randomly generated, so the level that you're seeing me snowboard right here is going to be different from the level that you snowboard through. And basically the way that this game works is you play it in runs, not necessarily levels. So you start up a new run and you want to try to last as many days as you possibly can. The achievements and trophies are going to require us to reach at least day 7. So at minimum, you're going to need enough skill to at least get to day 7. You're going to want to note that. Personally, the furthest that I ever got in the game was day 8, but just know the farthest that you need to be able to get is day 7. Now typically you could die anywhere from about 2 to 4 times in a run before you get a game over. Just know that if you end up dying, it takes away $100. You can see how much money you have on your upper right hand corner of the screen. Not only that, but every time you die, you're going to need to purchase a new snowboard, which is $20. And that's basically how you respawn. You need to have at least $100 or technically $120 to be able to continue the game. Now, this game is separated into 2 different games. You have the Frogger style mini game where you're going to be making your way through traffic, trying to get a snowboard and head over to the helicopter. There are some achievements related to this game, so I'll be diving into those in the video. And next we have snowboarding, and that's going to be really the main part of the game. So just know that every day you have to play the Frogger mini game in the beginning of the day. Once you go to the helicopter, you go on the mountain, and then you do the snowboard part of the game. After you make it to the bottom of the mountain, you'd advance to the next day. Now, ultimately our goal is to make it through all of the checkpoints successfully while going down the mountain. If you can make it through all of the checkpoints, meaning that they all turn yellow when you snowboard through them, you'll end up getting a quote-unquote perfect run. Now, we do have some achievements and trophies related to these perfect runs. We get an achievement for getting a perfect run once, a perfect run twice, and then finally a perfect run 3 times in one run. Now, obviously the easiest way to do this is to get a perfect run on day 1, 2, and 3, as the game gets harder the further that you get. But also note, you don't technically need to get the 3 perfects in a row. You can maybe, mess up on day 3 and then get a perfect on day 4. You just need to be able to get 3 perfect runs in one game. Next achievement I want to talk about is for running into the post at the bottom of the mountain. Now, once you get to the bottom of the mountain, it's going to randomly generate the end gate that you have to snowboard through to complete the level. And if you go ahead and run into the post on the checkpoint, you'll end up unlocking an achievement for doing so. That is the So Close achievement worth 50 gamer score. Next achievement I want to talk about is the Coming Through achievement. This is for running non-stop all the way through the little Frogger style minigame without stopping. So just make sure that you grab your snowboard and that you keep running. And as long as you make it to the helicopter without stopping, you'll unlock the Coming Through achievement worth 50 gamer score for getting from the hospital to the helicopter without stopping. Next, I just want to give you a little reminder that we do have an achievement related to getting hit by cars. This is the Wrecked achievement worth 20 gamer score for getting run over by 10 cars. So you simply just want to start up a new game, run into traffic over and over again, and after you get hit by a car 10 times, you'll end up unlocking this easy achievement worth 20 gamer score. Next, I want to talk about the Where's My Board achievement worth 20 gamer score. This is for getting all the way to the helicopter without a snowboard. So simply start up the little Frogger minigame, go ahead and skip grabbing that snowboard for 20 bucks, and go straight to the helicopter without a snowboard. Once you get there, you'll trigger the achievement or trophy called Where's My Snowboard worth 20 gamer score. Next, we have an achievement called Wasteman worth 20 gamer score for landing on trash after getting hit by a car. Now, personally, this is where I got mine. There's some trash bags sitting right here next to this building. You just want to run in front of a car at an angle and try to get hit into these trash bags. Once you do that, you'll unlock the Waste Man achievement worth 20 gamer score. Now, we do have some achievements related to the grandstanding bonuses. You get an achievement after scoring 500 bonus points, 1000 bonus points, and then 2000 points in one run with the grandstanding bonuses. This is something that you should get naturally while trying to go through the other achievements. You'll also end up unlocking an achievement after reaching day 5, and then the score related one is for scoring 25,000 points or more. But as I mentioned earlier, the achievements require us to get to day 7, guys. If you could reach day 7, your score is going to be way higher than 25,000, so don't even worry about that achievement. Next, I want to talk about the Cone Ranger achievement. This one's worth 50 gamer score, and this is for hitting 10 cones in one run. You're going to see these orange cones located all over the place. You can hit these cones. They don't mess you up or anything like that. Just know that you have an achievement or trophy related to hitting 10 of them in one run. So maybe one run you just want to focus on hitting the cones to unlock this achievement. Next, we have an achievement called 3 in a row worth 50 gamer score for finishing 3 board runs without hitting anything. This is not for getting a perfect run, so the checkpoints don't matter at all. I mean, you can get them if you want, but if you just want to focus on not hitting anything, that's more important because that's the achievement that we're focusing on. So this means basically not dying for 3 runs. I think the achievement description is wrong because it says finish 3 board runs without hitting anything. To end a run, you have to hit something. So that makes absolutely no sense. I think what it is you have to survive 3 days without hitting anything. So basically just don't die for 3 days is how I unlocked it. Next, I want to talk about the Crossed Poles achievement worth 50 gamer score. This is for wiping out 3 skiers in one run. Now I think starting around like day 3 or so, you'll start to see groups of skiers. Eventually you'll start to see groups of 3 or 4 of them, and you simply just need to run into them, and if you hit 3 of the skiers in one run, you'll end up unlocking this achievement called Crossed Poles. Also starting in day 3, I think the Yeti starts to appear. It doesn't always happen, he'll just randomly appear in certain days, but I've seen him as early as day 3. Just know that you get an achievement for getting killed by the Yeti. If he hits you, you're gonna die, and you'll unlock an achievement worth 50 gamer score called Yeti Slapped. Next, we have an achievement for simply playing the game over and over and over again, specifically 50 times. After you've played the game 50 times or went on 50 different runs, you'll unlock the Chairman achievement or 50 gamer score. This may sound grindy, but believe me, it's gonna fly by. As much as this game kind of pissed me off, I actually had a lot of fun playing it. Next, we have an achievement for getting hit by 2 police cars. This is a Sorry Officer achievement worth 50 gamer score. This is one of the reasons we need to be able to last until day 7. The police cars do not show up until day 7. So once you get to day 7, you want to get hit by a police car. Not just that, but 2 police cars. This one actually does not need to be in one run, it's a cumulative. So you can reach level 7 2 different times and get hit by a police car, but it does help if you have $100 in the bank so that you can simply respawn and get hit by the police car again. The police cars do show up in all the different lanes, you just need to wait long enough for them to appear. Once they appear, simply run in front of it, and after you run in front of your second police car, you'll end up unlocking the achievement worth 50 gamer score called Sorry Officer. Next, we have the Blaze It achievement worth 50 gamer score. This is for having $420 or more. To be able to do this, you need to be able to last a couple days without dying, because every time you die, it costs you $100. And also you have to pay $20 to get your snowboard again, so technically $120. The way I unlocked this was to getting to day 6 without dying. I think I also got 3 perfect runs, so I'd have to say you probably need at least 3 perfect runs, and then also making it until day 6 without dying. That's how you should be able to save up enough money to have $420 and unlock the achievement called Blaze It. But I'd say for most people, the hardest achievement or trophy in this game is going to be the Whoopsie achievement for colliding with 3 snowmen. This one is worth 50 gamer score, and the reason it's so hard is because the snowmen just pop up in the worst areas. Not only that, but they don't show up until day 7. So this is the other achievement that's going to require us to get to day 7 in one run. Luckily, it's a cumulative, so you don't need to collide with 3 snowmen in one run. That would be super hard because you have to be able to get to day 7 and have enough money to be able to die 3 times. But luckily, you can get to day 7 3 different times, and maybe each time you reach day 7, you hit 1 snowman. That's fine. It's a cumulative, but just know, ultimately, you need to run into 3 snowmen while playing the game. I think the way I did it is I had reached day 7 and I had hit 2 snowmen, and then I had reached day 7 again, and I got my third one. So yeah, this is definitely the most challenging achievement just because it requires you to get far and then hit the snowman. But yeah, that's pretty much going to cover all the achievements at this point. I had gotten my final achievement for colliding with the 3 snowmen called Whoopsie. This, as you can see, gave me my 1000 G out of 1000 G. As always, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 16 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including Tim G84, AOJ, Kegger101, Kana25, Michael Benksa, Curse Souls, and GamerTagNation.com. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.